So tonight we're going to sit here and try to show you guys how to do a good mech dub for the Monster V3. This already has the chuff pin, which is the larger pin that comes with your chuff kits. So what we're doing is we're using hot wires, 22 gauge, 6 wrap, 3mm horizontal coil. I'll show you how it's done pretty easily, how to get to work. I already have it done on this. It's using an avid timekeeper. So, I mean, it rips. No dry hits, and just keep chain vaping. So what I like to do is actually physically wrap the wire completely around the screws. So grab your pliers, and you can actually physically sit there and tighten down on the wire, not have to worry about it moving around on you when you're trying to space these coils out or move them around. Pull this side up a little bit so you get that spacing. It makes it easier to wrap this lead around. Pull it with the pliers again like the other side. Grab your screwdriver. Now don't go crazy on these screws, you don't have to hawk out on them, just get them nice and tight to where it's not going to move. Now this is the crucial part. See, right now you're directly over top of the airflow. Pull the screwdriver to one of the sides. Doesn't really matter, just pull it. So that way you're not covering up the air hole the entire time with the coil. This way you'll get, more of a loose draw, won't be as tight, and you'll actually get better performance out of it. Now if your center pin becomes loose while you're working with it, just unscrew the addy real quick. Grab your pliers, put it on both of them. Another thing you don't have to hawk out on, just get it good and snug. Now, very, very important thing is make sure your leads. These jewelry cutters are amazing. If you don't have them, you should. Because just using pliers and stuff like that won't get you as close. But you want to make sure they're completely clear. So before you do anything, grab the chimney. Make sure it threads on. If you're having a hard time getting the chimney on, or if it's going on crooked, it's because one of these leads is probably sticking out. So let's thread it back on the mod. So right now it's not heating evenly. So let's grab your plier or screwdriver. Just start strumming it. I like everything spaced. Some people might like something different. Alright, so we're heating. I'm gonna cool down for a second. Now, cotton, another big question for everybody. Everybody's having issues with this. I like the square cotton, makes it a lot easier. Japanese preferably. You're only gonna cut a piece this big. Only that wide. So if you're looking at a screwdriver head, it should give you a reference on how wide. Not very much. So roll it like as you would lick a dripper. Pull it out. And the easiest way to do this is simply grab your scissors, put it right up against the block, or sorry, right down here, and just cut. So your leads of your cotton should only come down to about right there, right in the juice channel. It's not packed in here, otherwise it's going to dry hit. So you want it just like that. Grab your bottle of your chimney. Grab your juice. Prime it a little bit. Now some may leak out. Don't be afraid that something's wrong. Just you're just squirting juice all down in here. Make sure it all fires. Wick it again. Now thread your top part of your chuff adapter on. Here's your chuff ring, your center section. Thread that on first. So make sure this makes a good secure connection. And then thread this on your chuck tap. Now I know a lot of people are sitting there wondering how you fill these. Some guys are used to the old K-Fun days that you just unscrew the top cap and cover the air holes. That's not going to work. It's going to leak all over you. You're going to be a juicy mess, and you're going to send Nico an email complaining about it. Trust me, we know what happens. Just undo the fill hole screw, grab a unicorn bottle, and just fill it. Now, there's really no right way or wrong way. Too much juice, not enough juice. Some people say only fill it 3/4. I'm actually a very messy person, and I'll fill it till it pushes the juice out of the top cap. That way I know it's pushed all the way down into the wick. Because if you have that cotton packed into the wick, it won't leak out like that. So, wipe some juice off. See how it rips. Now be careful when you start, when you first do fresh cotton in this first fill, don't go crazy on it, all beaten on it. You gotta let the cotton, break in a little bit. So you get a couple quick hits. It's good to go. I'm using this again on an AV Life Able mod. It's hybrid safe. Direct connection. I mean, the thing hits like a freight train. So that's your 22 gauge hot wire, 6 wrap, slightly spaced build on a Monster V3.